I have been really excited for AirPods Max 2 ever since I reviewed the OG pair in 2020. Kind of wild that that's 5 years ago already, but I digress. Here's the thing. I had a list, a clearly defined list, of things Apple could change to make these the absolute best wireless headphones out there. Make them lighter. They're too heavy. Give me an actual case. What is this? Battery life needs to be longer to keep up with the comparable Bose and Sony options. So naturally, I assumed Apple would address at least one of those. They didn't. Not one. Same weight, same case, same battery story. So what exactly did Apple upgrade? Because if they're asking me and asking you guys to spend $549 again, are they actually worth it? Let's start with a snapshot of AirPods Max 2 versus AirPods Max 1. Well, these are technically the USB-C update, but either way, I'll throw a comparison chart up on the screen. Pause to read. Looks-wise, these don't look different, like, at all. Same design, same vibe, still very much a status item, and I get it. Despite my concerns about the weight, I actually do love the look. I went with orange this time around. It feels right for this time of year, plus go Cuse. You have a really nice selection of neutrals and colors when you're shopping AirPods Max. But if I had to strip down to the most singular, most important upgrade, it's definitely the H2 chip. H2 is the brain in the AirPods. It first debuted on AirPods Pro 2 in 2022, but for some odd reason wasn't added to the AirPods Max USB-C upgrade that happened in 2024. Anyway, now it is here, and at a glance, here are the features now available on AirPods Max 2 through the H2 chip. If you've watched any of my AirPods Pro videos or are just more familiar with them generally, none of this is new, just new to AirPods Max. Some of the more recent additions in the Apple ecosystem are camera gestures, live translation, and studio voice. Hi, where is the closest subway station? Let me show you how the microphones actually sound. I'm recording into voice memos on my iPhone. What do you think? If you're watching this, let me know if you have any concerts on your schedule for this summer and who you're going to be seeing. Microphone improvements also mean better noise cancellation, up to 1.5 times better noise cancellation by Apple's measurements. That sounds impressive, but what does that actually mean? So hopefully you guys can hear it through the microphone, but we're playing some airplane simulation sounds out loud. I had to double check that we were actually doing that because I didn't hear them at first. It's significantly repressed, and that's without playing music. I'm gonna put on some, let's see, some Gracie Abrams. The second I turned on my music, even at a low volume, I couldn't hear any ambient noise. Wow. That actually is a difference.
Nothing.
I can't tell the difference at all. That's really good. Okay. I am impressed. Noise cancellation quality on AirPods Max 2 is definitely stronger, but not in a very dramatic way. It's a little smoother, a little more controlled. Look, they were already very effective noise canceling headphones. Do I think the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra are still better in that regard? Yeah, but the gap has shrunk. How about transparency? I think anyone who's tested the OGs can agree the transparency always felt a little slightly artificial is the best way to put it, especially if you were comparing it next to the AirPods Pro. But this is one of the better improvements for AirPods Max 2. Finally, let's talk sound quality. This is where the AirPods Max have always been really strong, really easy to recommend, one of those things with not that much room for improvement, or so I thought. I've been listening to a lot of artists with super distinct voices. Think Billie Eilish, Casey Musgraves, Bowie, Joni Mitchell. And what I like about these headphones is that they don't flatten any of their distinct voices out. They actually let those little textures come through. So yeah, I'd say vocals, still very much the star of the AirPods Max show. Bass is also improved. It's still not punch you in the face bass, it's more like if it disappeared, you definitely notice it's not there, but it never overwhelms anything. It's controlled, it's balanced, it's very Apple if you think about it. Also, small but important, you can now get lossless audio with USB-C. Let's be real, most people probably aren't going to use it, but if you care about that stuff or want to tread into high-def listening, it's at your disposal. Here's my honest take. When it comes to AirPods Max 2, you're not just paying for sound quality. You're paying for the Apple ecosystem, the design, and yeah, the status a little bit too. I'm just as guilty of caring about that type of thing from a lifestyle perspective. And if that matters to you, you will probably love these, because at the end of the day, these are still what they've always been. Really good headphones from both an aesthetic and sound perspective. At least now you get all of the latest features from Apple, and it's even likely that more features will be enabled via software updates as early as this fall. But I'll say this, I really do not think that anyone should pay full price for any pair of AirPods ever. They go on sale a lot. Amazon, Target, it might be a minute depending on when you're watching this video for AirPods Max 2, but either way, I'll link them in the description. Maybe you'll get lucky and catch them at a time they're discounted. I'd say Prime Day and Black Friday / Cyber Monday will be the moments to look for those first AirPods Max 2 sales. And if you're looking for a new pair of wireless over-ear noise canceling headphones right now, may I suggest the Sony WH-1000 XM6 as my top AirPods Max 2 alternative. Always one of the top picks here at Tom's Guide. Recently launched in this subtle new sand pink color. It has 30 hours of battery life, first 20 on AirPods Max 2, and you can usually find them for about $400 new, so I'll link them below. If you guys like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe so you don't miss the next tech review here on the channel. Let me know if you'd want to see a comparison of AirPods Max 2 against any other headphones, but otherwise, that's it for me for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.
So is it not playing?
What?